GENEPAULACEPETER here, and I wanted to do a quick video. I was talking to who I consider a really good friend here on YouTube. I was talking to my buddy Johnny DaCosta. You know, I wanted to do something for him. I wanted to just show off some books or whatever. I really just wanted to say his name over and over and over again. So I'm a Marvel guy. I don't have a whole lot of DC, and I really don't have a whole lot of Batman. It's just not my thing. I found it was like, for me, a pointless endeavor because I'd want those large ass Golden Age books, and I knew I'd never be able to get them, so that would just infuriate me. So it wasn't for the lack that I don't enjoy it. It was for I didn't want to put myself through the torture of never getting these big key books that I wanted. I mean, even Ra's al Ghul or something like that. I mean, those are big ass books. Forget about going back to the Golden Age and reading some of those books. I do have 3 Batman books in particular that mean a lot to me, and I'd like to share them with you and with Johnny. Batman Detective Comics number 478. Now, 3 of these books here that I'm going to show off, these were given to me Christmas of 82, 83. So I was young, but it was one of my exposures that my family knew that I loved the Hulk. I used to run around just scream at people and stuff like that. No one knew about comics type thing. No one knew anywhere to start the ad or whatever. So, Batman, right? That was the first Christmas, and I started taking it seriously. I thought that was the first time I saw bags and boards. They were really thick-ass, ziplocky kind of bags, but they were being protected, and I never really thought of comic books that way. I was, like I said, I was a kid. I used to always think this cover was so disgusting. Her legs all collapsed underneath her, and she turned into goo from Clayface. This is the first appearance of Clayface 3, so that's kind of significant, but at the time, you know. But I always treated these books like they were gold. And they were, because they're from my mom. This cover used to really gross me out. My mom, she's not a fan of mice or rats like a lot of people. I used to run up and show her, like, look at this, and, you know, she bought it for me, so. And she'd put on a show like, you know, beautiful Ernie Chan work. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Batman or anything. It's the frustration of never being able to complete some of these titles. And these are still in really good shape. You gotta keep in mind, I used to read these a lot. And this is my favorite one. A lot of people have Neil Adams up there as their top Batman artist, or they have, you know, Frank Miller, or just whoever, you know, even modern, like Jim Lee. For me, is Jim Aparo or Jim Aparo, whatever you want to say. I say Aparo, Jim Aparo. Might be wrong. Hippie might correct me on that. This book, Breaking the Bold, number 118, featuring Wildcat. Now let me just show you. First of all, that's how you do the Joker. Brilliant. Look at that fight scene. I would stare at this cover forever. So the premise behind this, because I've read this one a shit ton. So the premise behind this one is that there's a prison, and the guy who runs the prison is having a boxing match. Joker shows up with some biological warfare, a chemical kind of thing, and contaminates the water and poisoning all the prisoners or whatever. And the Batman flips it on the Joker and tells him that, you know, because this, yeah, I'm jumping ahead of myself, but there's this dog in here, and the dog bites Joker. So Batman thinks about it and says, well, Joker don't want to die, so he tells the Joker that he's infected with this and he has to figure it out. And so then the Joker focuses on that, and then obviously he's easy to take down there. But that's not what made this book real cool to me. It wasn't the story. I wasn't a big story guy. It was the artwork. Jim Aparo, amazing. DaCosta, these are my Batmans. So, you know, I wish I had more to show you or something really cool to show you. But I think these are pretty cool. You know, these have a high sentimental value to me. And when I collect, that's what's important to me. I have a lot of books that have value and things like that, but it's the books like this that I would save in the fire. These are in my firebox. These ones here. These are really, really important to me, and I wanted to show these to you. And just, you know, I don't know, I guess as a thank you for making your videos and making them enjoyable and keeping me interested in YouTube. Yeah. So, GENEPAULACEPETER, signing out.
Hey.